everyone, my name is Amy. You might know me as A Forest Life on Tumblr or through my WordPress blog, aforestlife.com. I even do a lot of streaming right now over at twitch.tv/aforestlife. You might even know my towns as well, like Citaloon, my New Leaf town, or Daffodilly, my Wild World town, which I have a lot of tours of here on YouTube. But my content will start to change here on YouTube. I might start to use it to record my New Horizons memories as I build up my island, which, as I'm saying this, I haven't even started yet. So that is what I'm going to be doing next. I'm going to be getting started finding my New Horizons island. So thanks so much for watching, and I hope you are enjoying your own New Horizons islands. Alright, and here is my new island. I didn't get the part where I'm actually riding on the airplane into the island, because that was the part that I reset over and over. I actually ended up resetting for this island for about 12 hours, and this is the result. Just a standard island, just like the rest of yours, but I'm really happy with it. I'm on a total high that I managed to get some of my requirements. I was really thrilled to see apples. And I'm really happy with the map too. Even kind of happy with these two cuties. I can't say Tammy and... Or is that Tammy? Let me check. Yeah, it is Tammy. We're finally here. I wonder what the guides want to tell us. I wonder if it's important. Probably is. Yep, probably. And Genji. Orientation time. You ready to get oriented? You look ready. Go show the staff how ready you are. So yeah, these two aren't the top of my Uki and Jock lists or anything, but I do think they're cuties, and I'm happy to have them as my intro villagers. And I also just really like the map. Even though I know we can terraform later based off of the Animal Crossing Direct, I still think it's nice to feel inspired by a map, feel inspired by the landscape that you see around you, and just especially since it might be a late game unlock. I mean, I'm not too sure, so I thought it might be nice to enjoy the map that I start off with. And anyway, just really happy and on cloud 9 to finally be experiencing this beautiful game and not just resetting that airplane footage over and over and over again. That was kind of painful. Alright, so I think this is the next step, as I gotta talk to Nook and the Nooklings over here. Alright, is that everyone? Let's see. Is Tammy here? And how about Genji? And there's Glyneth, of course. Oh yes, Glyneth is what I named my character. I kind of wanted to go with something a little simpler. I had in mind some fancier names, but I figured for the name that I'm going to be saying the most over and over for years, I just want to go with something a little bit more humble and simple. Maybe have fancier names for my side characters. Great, we're all here. I'll turn it over to you, Mr. Nook. Our 3 adventurers are ready to get started. Yes, very good. Let's see, how shall I begin? Yes, of course. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to your new island. My name is Tom Nook, and I'm the founder and president of Nook Inc. Yes. Today is the first day of your new life on this pristine, lovely island, so congratulations. And this is a package deal, As such, Nook Inc. staff will always be here to support you and ensure your comfort and safety. But first things first, yes. Oh, I love his little catchphrase. It's either yes, or that's the signature Nook catchphrases. I'd like each of you to choose a spot of your own. It's the first step to putting down some real roots. Ooh, I'm getting kind of nervous. Gotta pick out a house location. I'd like you to dream big. I do have certain connections in construction and real estate, and but I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's just get started with a simple tint, shall we? Oh, I love that little allusion to his past game role as the owner of Nook's Homes and everything. Alright, so I'm supposed to get a tint from Timmy and Tommy. Here you go, Glyneth, your very own tint. So the thing about picking out a house location for my main character is I do feel pretty comfortable with the fact that I think I can move it later, so I'm for once like not dreadfully nervous. I remember this process in my New Leaf town and just feeling like so nervous because I knew it was permanent and I couldn't move it, and I actually ended up picking a location that I was really happy with in my New Leaf town, but I feel a lot better with this situation where I can always move it later. Oh yeah, and normally in New Leaf rules that would be too close to the river, but yeah, I've definitely gotten the impression that they've made the requirements for building like a lot less steep. That might be like too close to the river for me though, I don't know, let's see. Oh, it's so hard without like a, I don't know, an aerial view to like see where everything is. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. I'm gonna move it later. But yeah, I was kind of eyeing this spot up here because if you look at my map, which yeah, I guess I should go over the map a little bit and why it appealed to me. I kind of like how this spot is by like a few like river branches where it like branches off into like a fork in the river, so I like that this is the center of like a lot of streams and water, and a little further down, like just kind of steps away from my yard, there's going to be this little pool down here, so it just kind of appealed to me to like put my house somewhere near here. In fact, I don't know if maybe it would be even more fitting to like put it near the actual pond instead. But that's also just such a nice spot. Maybe I don't even want to like, you know, put my house there near what's gonna be probably be like a landscaping spot. And I might want to have room to like plant trees and have like some room for gardening on either side of my house. So maybe I had the right idea with thinking about building it like right over here. Yeah, maybe this is good, at least for now. We'll have to do a little landscaping, but we can make this work. Should we go ahead? Yeah, I think that's a good spot. I feel pretty comfortable, like I've been saying, that I can move it later. I set up my tent. That's a big first step. It almost kind of reminds me of the house location that I don't know if any of you were like really stalking those E3 directs or whatever, where like there was this tent in the corner by the river. It kind of reminds me of that. But yeah, other things that appeal to me about the map are like the locations of where the river meets the ocean, because I have heard that that's something that you can't change. I also like up at the top of the town, I think there's going to be quite a few like little cozy nooks where there's like waterfalls cascading off of the like upper tiers and stuff. Like it just looks really nice back there and like inspiring even without like thinking too much about the waterscaping that I'll do in the future. But of course I'll have fun with that in the future, but in the meantime, like I'm already like inspired by the waterfalls that like already exist, and just really happy with the map with the river shape and everything that I got. Now I wonder if I can help these characters build their house. Let's see. Wait, I got it. Don't tell me you're Glyneth, right? See, told you I had it. I'm Tammy. I gotta tell ya, I'm excited to do this whole island thing. You already found a good spot, huh? I was just trying to feel for the best spot, but I was having trouble because every spot feels like the best one. I couldn't just sit here thinking it over forever, so I grabbed a stick and threw it, and here's where it landed. Oh, so she's gonna build here? So this is my spot. Okay, I know there's only so far I could throw the stick, but I'm liking this. I don't know, should I just let her build here? I'll try to like keep this in mind, but let me say I'll find you a spot and see if I can like come up with a better location, but I'll try to remember where we're standing in case I just want to like go with what Tammy originally thought of. Yeah, so she wanted to kind of like just build her house to the right of the plaza, basically in between these trees. And just looking at the map, there are a few more like scenic river locations. I get a little nervous because I know that there's going to be opportunities to build other sorts of buildings and to move in other villagers though, so the perfectionist in me, which I'm going to have to try to rein in. This is a new town that I'm going to be playing for years, but the perfectionist in me is like, oh well, how do I know I'm not going to want to use like a pretty like riverside location for some other sort of building, but I can't be thinking too much like that this early on. I gotta just go with the flow. Let's like build her over here by like where the ocean meets the river. Although it is kind of close. I'm not sure if I like how close it is or not. Maybe that's fine. Maybe like one step over. Yeah, maybe that's good, and it gives like some more room for like foliage and trees in between like the beach and the grass. Oh, so they get like a little blue tint. Alright, and I'm getting like really indecisive, but I think I'm gonna go back closer to the beach. Sorry, I'm really like this sometimes. I get really particular. But yeah, I think that's pretty good. And I hope it's a pretty house once it's out of the tent. I admit, that's one of the things I'm most curious about in the game. Is how the villager house exteriors work. Tammy's got a place for her own tent now. Alright, so I can just imagine like doing some pretty things with like villagers that live near the ocean. Maybe you could have like a little transparent stepping stones like take you down to the beach or something, or I don't know, play around with like the house exteriors, maybe put like beachy ones near the beach. I could just see having a lot of fun with stuff like this. Back in New Leaf there used to be like this big cliff next to the beach, like the beaches were lined by cliffs, so it's kind of an interesting change to be going back to this. What it reminds me of is it does remind me of the islands in New Leaf, like those generated islands and the New Leaf island tours and stuff. Like it reminds me a lot of that. And I guess I gotta go find, well, I can let Tammy know that I've picked out a spot for her. How's it going, Gleneth? You find me a sweet spot to live yet? The sweetest. Nice, I can't wait to see it. Thanks. I wonder how that Genji guy's doing. Yeah, that's who I was gonna try to find next. He might be having as much trouble as I was. Maybe you should go see if he needs help too. I love how they did this. It's so nice that you don't have to like plot reset or worry about like where they're gonna put their houses and everything now. It's just so organically done too, like being able to build their tent and stuff. I remember people used to speculate like, how would you make like building the houses for the villagers natural, and this is just such a natural way to go about it. Similar to how people used to wonder how would you have a character creation screen in Animal Crossing, and I also think that was elegantly done on that plane sequence where they're just like, I need to take a picture of you, so definitely some like good ideas being incorporated into this game. I'm really happy with it so far. Yo, I'm Genji, you're Gleneth, right? Nice to meet you, Mochi. You already set up your tent, eh? I'm still trying to find the perfect spot. I'll be doing some serious cardio, so it's gotta have lots of fresh air. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. I think this spot will do the trick, but I don't know. What do you think, Gleneth? Well, I'll keep it in mind, just like I did with Tammy. Wow, we just met and you're already doing some heavy lifting on our friendship. Oh, I like that little pun there, heavy lifting on our friendship. My tint's in your hands, Mochi. You got this. If you need me, I'll be over at the plaza visualizing how awesome island life is gonna be. Oh, you and me both. Oh, look at him running off. Okay, so her tint's up there, and I wonder if it would just be cute to like put them near each other. Or continue the theme of like having them kind of line the coast, but I don't know, maybe that's a little uncreative. I wonder if there's like a different way to view your map other than that little tiny thing in the corner there. But that's what I keep like referring to. I know that I might want like player houses up on the parts of town that are inaccessible. I might also even like to build one player house like on this like big beachy area down here. So maybe I should try to avoid putting villager houses in these sorts of like really sweeping beachy areas. I wonder if you could even put like a house right here or something. I don't know. It's there's so much space to work with, so many different ideas. I think to keep it simple and to keep it organic, like I'm not even gonna try to like line it up exactly. Like maybe I'm going for more of like a, you know, not like all lined up in a row sort of feel. And I think I'm just going to like move it up and to the right one. Yeah, I kind of like how it's tucked on that little nook where the grass is starting to curve around the beach. You know, just going with the flow here at the beginning of the game. Literally day one. Could be playing in this town for years. Alright, that's a good spot for now for Genji. Genji's got a place for his tent now. Looks like everyone has a spot picked out for their tents now. I need to head back to the plaza. Okay, well I've never gone this far in the game before. Interested to see what's next. Welcome back everyone. I hope you all found just the right spots to set up your new homes. Of course, you can sleep on it for a while, really get a feel for how it suits you. And with that taken care of, we can move on to more serious business, like throwing an island warming party. We'll have it right here in the plaza with a roaring campfire. I like how the colors have gotten all warm, like late afternoon, the golden hour, or, you know, approaching into sunset. We'll just need a few supplies to get started, yes? Since we'll all be living here together, this will be a good test of our teamwork. Oh, it's funny to think of like these literally just like 6 people or 6 people and animals like populating this little island. Such an odd bunch. Let's see, Timmy, Tammy, Tommy. Wow, Tammy's name goes really well with those two. And Genji can set up things here in the plaza. Meanwhile, Glyneth and I will work on gathering firewood and perhaps a little snack. Oh, are we gonna make some s'mores? Alright everyone, let's get to it. Glyneth, would you come to see me for a moment? Ooh, am I in trouble? Glyneth, I just wanted to go over what we'll need for the campfire. I think roughly 10 tree branches should do the trick. You can find them scattered about the island. So when you find one lying on the ground, just press Y to pick it up. I'll investigate the apple-like items growing in the trees. I suspect they're real apples. What a funny thing to say. Look at Timmy or Tommy investigating the DIY bench, if that's what it's called. Genji's doing some cleaning, and Tammy is working on the firewood that's already gathered. It looks like we already have a little bit of firewood. Yeah, look how photorealistic this log is, and just how atmospheric everything is. This is the first time I'm seeing like this sort of like different weather condition in the game. Like, of course, during all my island resetting that I did earlier, it was just like that clear blue sky, like crystal clear sky in daytime, and now it's like really pleasantly foggy and atmospheric. I really love the vibes. But yeah, I guess I'm supposed to be collecting tree branches, not just admiring the scenery. Gosh, and I'm just not gonna get over how beautiful the shadows are, how for the first time we have like shadows that are unique and not just circular. And I also kind of know that we can use stuff like what I'm collecting for crafting furniture and DIY projects and stuff, so I'm a little bummed almost that this is just going towards like a little fire that I can't actually use for my own decoration purposes, but hopefully the resources will be plentiful. And let's see, is it already auto-stacking for me? It is. And I think this is the last one I need. I don't know, we'll see. Welcome back. I trust you had some success foraging for tree branches. Very well, allow me to lighten your load. Oh, it's so cool getting to like kind of chat with Tom Nook like this. It feels like a lot of his dialogue in other games is so official and revolving around loans, and I guess we just haven't gotten to that part yet. Like, look at us building a fire with Nook. Yes, yes, that should be plenty for our campfire. You made quick work of that. I'm quite glad that I'll be sharing this desolate island with such a hard worker. Aww. And speaking of surviving on a desolate island, our next task is to round up something to snack on. While you were collecting branches, I was evaluating the fruit that seems to be abundant here. They look like apples, they smell like apples, and they even taste like apples. It's really amusing me that he seems so like confused about the apples. In fact, they are 100% without a doubt genuine apples. So, oh, I have more work to do, gotta go collect 6 of them. Yeah, so definitely don't need instructions on how to shake fruit trees. I've done my fair share of this in past games. And 6 fruit, that should just be like 2 trees. It's gonna be really interesting to be doing this sort of thing like for my own purposes. I guess pretty soon I'll be doing this more to like make money and gather crafting materials, not just helping out with our little campfire snack. Well, well, I knew you were the right one for the job. Thanks once again. Go ahead and take those apples off your hands. I wonder what he's gonna do with the apples. Now, is that everything? Yes, yes, I believe it is. Let's get started with the festivities. Oh, it's nighttime now. Lighten a bonfire. At last, allow me to properly welcome you to your new island. I have participated in many ventures and endeavors over the years, but this may be the most exciting. Aw, look how proud he is. Helping develop a thriving new community entirely from scratch will truly test my business acumen. Aw. And perhaps my skills as an outdoorsman, Oh ho! Now, we may not have the kind of numbers that I originally envisioned. Oh, poor Nook. He wants more participants. But that just means we'll have to rise to the challenge. And I have no doubt that, with hard work and perseverance, we'll shape this deserted island into... I suppose we can't call this a deserted island anymore, But what should we call it? Ooh, we're getting to it. I sense a great opportunity. As the first residents of this island, we should be the ones to name it. And in the spirit of democracy, we should put it to a vote. Majority rules, So take a little time to think, and when everyone's ready, I'll present your ideas. Oh, I'm interested to see what Tammy and Genji come up with. Just a little warning that we can't change this later. I really appreciate all the things we can change in this game, seemingly, like all the, house locations and shop locations, but I guess this is one of those things we can't change. The name Athalia was one that I just, kind of threw together with syllables. I genuinely, sat there with a bunch of, fragments of words and just kind of pieced it together, imagining I was Tolkien or something, coming up with a new location name for a fantasy novel. And so, it might seem kind of silly, I have at times been a little self-conscious about it because it doesn't mean anything, but I got really, really attached to it. I think it both, looks pretty, like on paper, and also sounds pretty, and I like that it's flexible in whatever sort of theme that I choose to go with. I like that it kind of brings to mind, though, maybe a certain sort of aesthetic that I'm interested in, like elegant dreaminess and that sort of thing. I'm really drawn to those sorts of aesthetics, so that's why I love this name so much. And even though the character limit was increased to 10 and this one is 8, I just found myself like, I couldn't imagine naming my town anything else because I just got too attached to this one. So I definitely want to like follow my heart and do what like I wanted to do all along and what I was so inspired by. Yep, so let's try saying our ideas all at the same time. Ready, go. Buffburg, Rackland. Oh, I didn't see them all. I wish I could have like paused it right there. What splendid variety. Yes, yes, each one a potential gem. Now for the voting. I'll say each name in order and you can clap for the one you think is best. Glyneth seems to have the enthusiasm and the naming sensibilities. Let's start there. So Glyneth suggested Athalia. Aw, I hope the others get some applause too for theirs. That's an overwhelmingly positive response. Each and every one of you clapped. I suppose if everyone is in agreement, we could just go with Athalia. Aw, I'm glad they all like it. Splendid. Then from now on, this island will be known as Athalia. Well, Glyneth, since you've proven yourself by naming Athalia, I'd like to rely on you for other critical decisions we'll need to make on this island. Oh, interesting. Yes, yes, I hereby name you the resident representative of Athalia, kind of like the new version of the mayor, but without actually going by mayor, I guess. Oh. Glyneth, could you please say a word or two as the new spokesperson for your neighbors? Gosh, I feel a little too, like, important in this spot. Howdy, a word or two, or you can count on me. I'm gonna be a little sassy and say a word or two. So we've settled on a name for our island and we've selected our resident representative. It's been a big day, but it's gotten rather late, so let's have a toast. Oh, what's this? Is this like the apple juice? Is this what Tom Nook used the apples for? Everyone have a beverage in hand. It's fresh juice made from apples. Our new resident representative harvested on this very island. Oh man, it feels like Tom Nook's like really sucking up to me. Then without further ado, a toast to Athalia and the happiness of its residents. Cheers! Oh, this is so cute. I wonder if that was like a really good screenshot moment. At least I feel really good about the fact that like I recorded this, you know, so I can like screenshot any moment I want practically. Oh, look at the warm glow of the fire like on my face. These graphics are so good. I can't wait to just soak in more of like how beautiful everything looks, and I think it's something that's just not gonna get old for me like for a really long time. Like I'm just gonna really soak in the beauty of everything. Having fun? I'm gonna kick off a new workout routine tomorrow, so I'm taking it easy tonight. Already planning his workouts. I've never settled an island before. Oh really, Tammy? Athalia, this one is gonna be rad. We're here to act as your support staff, but we've never lived on an uninhabited island before either. I'm not sure how helpful we'll be in this unfamiliar place, but we'll rely on each other as fellow residents. You handled your tasks perfectly. We got a nice campfire going. Is this where the music's coming from? Kind of cozy. It's coming from that little tape deck that Tom Nook always likes to put in your house along with some cardboard boxes. Ah, Glyneth, having a good time, yes? I know this is all a bit much, so if you feel like taking a short nap in your tent, by all means go ahead. Oh, interesting. We'll keep the fire burning. I wonder if that's like an invitation to like save for the first time? I don't know. Just the atmosphere of everything is so cozy. I might want to pause for a minute and sit on a few of these log benches and just enjoy the atmosphere. Just stop by and see me for a quick chat before you turn in. I have something to give you. Oh, okay. Oh, look at Genji with his tambourine. Oh, these log benches, just super hyper-realistic. I'm gonna go sit next to Tammy. Why don't I get like a little apple juice? I don't have one in my hands. But yeah, let's just like look at how beautiful everything is at night too. With the light glistening on the water. Gosh, and even the light kind of reflects really cool off the weeds. Like, it's almost like you can see like dew glistening or something. These are my tents. I'm glad I didn't stress too much about it. I was just, yeah, let's see how this looks. Definitely hope I can rein in my perfectionism and just kind of enjoy everything. I can, you know, spend years on trying to like work towards that like future vision that I want to eventually achieve with the island. Also really look forward to like hearing all the hourly music. That's one thing I haven't really been like too spoiled on or really heard much about, so I can't wait to see what that's like in the coming days. Alright, but I guess I'll tune in or turn in from this party like Nook was saying. Maybe I'll go do that. Sounds good to me, but first you'll probably want this. Oh, what's this? It's your very own camping cot. You'll want to set it up in your tent before you lie down. Oh, and there are a few packages waiting in your tent as well. Just a few items that might be useful. To open packages and, yeah, press A usually to do sorts of things like that. And you can move L to crawl into bed. I do appreciate some of these like little button tips because I'm kind of new to the Switch. I mostly got a Switch for Animal Crossing, so I'm still getting used to all this Switch stuff after years of playing my 3DS. We've got another big day ahead of us tomorrow, so rest up as much as you can tonight. Yes, that's all from me for now. Sweet dreams, Glyneth. Oh man, Tom Nook is so sweet in this game. Like, he is so nice. Alright, so my tent is over here. Oh, what a cozy start to the game, and I'm just so glad that I'm done with like all the painful stuff. I have like had a few technical issues like with my capture card. I had a hard time deciding what I was gonna name my main character. I've even like, you know, after spending like 12 hours resetting for my town, it's just so nice to kind of put that stuff behind me and like settle into a town and enjoy it and start this journey. I'm so glad that all the kind of painful stuff is over with now. Alright, so let's head into the tent. And these are the cardboard boxes waiting for me. Let me guess. Let me try to guess what they are. I think one is going to be a tape deck, and the other a lamp or a candle or something. Or maybe, I don't know, there was that question at the beginning that was like, what do you want most? Is it like a lamp, a sleeping cot, or something to kill time? Oh, so yeah, I was right. One of them's a lamp. And this isn't a tape deck, but I feel like it's something that plays music, so I had like the right idea. And pushing things around still works the same. I wonder how quickly I'll start to like pay off my loan and stuff, or if I'll want to enjoy the camping in a tent atmosphere a little bit longer. I'm a big fan of like decorating the outside of my house and using those house exterior parts though, so I'll probably not stay in a tent for very long. rest my head for a little while? Yeah, I think I will for tonight. Is this how you save the game? Because if it is, I might go ahead and end after this and wrap up this particular play session, and then probably the next time I'll play in this town might be like on stream over at twitch.tv/aforestlife. So feel free to follow there if you're interested in like seeing me develop this town in real time. But yeah, I guess we'll rest for the rest of the night today. I'm getting sleepy. Ooh, interesting little music there. And I guess I just want to verify. Oh, it's KK Slider. Oh, this is like the GameCube version. So looks like you've decided to make your own way in the world. Get out there, explore new frontiers. That's all the way right, Daddy-o. You don't need to live by anyone else's rules but your own. The world was made for exploring, you know? Living free, being out there, it's a great feeling. Yeah, but take it from a cat who's been on the road. Being by your lonesome can grind on the soul. I like that this is kind of like vintage KK, like before he donned the glasses and the hat and everything. This is like a GameCube version KK Slider. You've got to make friends along the way. Rambling this crazy world is Squaresville without some pals. Oh yes, I can't wait to, make some pals over in New Horizons and have some of my friends over, friends from the past, new friends, friends from my Animal Crossing community on stream. Yeah, man, friends are where it's at. Speaking of rambling, I'm doing a bit of that myself. My bad. Oh yeah, I know that feeling well, KK. Maybe it's about time for you to wake up to your new life. Oh, but listen up, that rap I just gave you about friends, it's pretty key. You'll dig this island life a whole lot more if you share it with some friends, if that's your scene. Yeah, an island paradise with your best pal sounds pretty groovy to me. Cool, when you wake up, you'll be in sync with real time. Dig that island life. Oh, I missed the last bit. Yeah, I guess this is the end of the little intro/tutorial mode. Definitely not a lot of tutorial in there. I guess mostly just here's how you pick things up, basically. Alright, but I can't save and quit quite yet because there's this little cutscene here, so let me just wrap this up real quick. Tom Nook says, Gleneth, are you in there? Oh, I hope I haven't woken you abruptly. But I do wish to discuss something with you. Yes, I'll be here when you're ready. Alright, well let's head outside and see what Nook wants to say to us. Look how pretty the sky is! Oh, it must be like early morning. Yeah, currently I'm playing at 5 a.m. and so maybe this is what the 5 a.m. sky looks like. Gosh, it's so pretty. There you are. I hope you had a pleasant nap. Or, well, I suppose it was a bit more than a nap, wasn't it? It's a brand new day. I don't know why we're acting all surprised about, like, getting a night's sleep. I mean, that's pretty normal, right? I'm just gonna say, wow, I needed that after 12 hours of resetting on the plane. Oh, yes, it's quite normal to be worn out from such a long trip and a major life event. Speaking of which, I have a few more things that you might find useful as you adjust to life on our little paradise. First, you'll need one of these. I wonder if he's going to give me tools. Oh no, he's giving me the smartphone, the Nook phone. It's your very own Nook phone. I had these especially made for island residents. I want to make sure it's working right, so could you try turning it on for me, Alright, so we got the camera app, and oh, well, it didn't really let me look too closely at it. Good. Looks like you're getting good reception as well. That's good to know. Okay, feel free to put it away now. Say, Gleneth, have you ever used a smartphone before? I have. Very good, then this should be a breeze for you. In fact, I think you'll find it much more useful than the phone you already have. I have one more thing for you. It's your itemized bill! So this includes everything: airfare, accommodations, labor tax, and of course your Nook phone, bringing your grand total to the modest sum of 49,800 bells. I like how there's like question marks of like, what are bells? Wait, you don't have any bells! I can't believe I didn't think of this. Ah, of course. Well, no need to worry. I have prepared exactly for this type of tricky situation. For the getaway package, you can pay your fees with miles instead of the standard bells. Interesting. I call this extremely helpful service the Nook Mileage Program. I feel like I know the gist of this from, like, Animal Crossing trailers, but I'll act like I don't know what this is. Well, it's quite extraordinary if I do say so myself. With the Nook Mileage Program, you can earn miles by simply living your life here on Athalia. I dare say the more you enjoy your island life, the more Nook Miles you can earn. And you can use them to pay back your move-in fees and much more. So the bottom line is you'd need 49,800 bells to pay your move-in fees, but with this new service, it only comes to 5,000 miles. Oh gosh, I guess I didn't even really realize this. I thought Nook Miles were more for like unlocking things later or just like working towards certain milestones. I didn't know you could use it to pay your loan off. I'll just go ahead and register you so you can pay your miles. And more details, the Nook phone and the Nook Miles app. And I got some just by traveling to the island and joining the program. Now, if you excuse me, I must get back to a few other matters, but let me heartily congratulate you once again on your arrival. So happy to have you as a resident of Athalia and a client of Nook Inc. Aw, me too, Nook. What a cozy start to the game. Oh, and that classic emoji of being glad that you paid off your loan, or in this case, it's just for moving here. My new life is underway. I can do whatever I want. Woohoo! Alright. So now it's matching real time and autosave indicator in the top right screen corner. Gotta admit, that'll be new for me, like working with the autosave. Not gonna lie, I've been the type where like I will reset for like a lunar horizon from Sahara or something like that. It'll be a little bit new for me to have this auto-saving, but I guess I look forward to playing it natural and see what happens. I wonder what's going on right now though. It's like really like quite a long loading screen here. I guess it might be auto-saving right now. Wow, so pretty. Is this like an island announcement? Testing, testing, test, test, test. Hello, Oh dear, so sorry about that. The volume was a little loud there. Hello everyone! Starting today I'll be doing an island-wide broadcast full of island updates, goings-on, and such. Well, I look forward to these, look forward to seeing what he's gonna say. I'll go over some things that are very important to island life, so lend me your island ears for a short time. How many times can we say island? Now, it's only fitting that we kick off this daily ritual with a doozy of an island announcement. The Athalia Airport is now open for business. Not gonna lie, I think it's a little funny that this, like, Athalia name that I came up with, which I think sounds, like, kind of magical and mysterious, is, like, being used next to things like airport. Starting today, you can use online or local communication to fly to other islands for a visit. That's not all. No, the airport counter now offers postal services. Yeah, kinda like a little bummed at the seeming loss of like Pete and Pelly and Phyllis, but I look forward to seeing how they might be added later. Just like the Resident Services Center, the airport is open 24 hours a day, so please do drop in for a look. That's all for me. Time for y'all to just get out and enjoy your day. Yes, yes. I did hear that the new day starts at around 5 a.m. So I wonder if it's part of why all that just happened was because of when I happen to be playing the game currently in real time. Because you can see in the clock over there it's 5 a.m. or if that always happens. Anyway, just a little curious about that. But I think I will save the rest for a future play session and catch up on all this later. Gotta admit though, it is really nice to be seeing my new town and this beautiful morning scenery for the first time, so I might just wander around a little bit. Especially to go see the waterfall. There's this waterfall spot over here that's really pretty. Oh my gosh. What a beautiful game. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you all next time. Hope you're having a magical time in your own islands. Bye for now. See you next time.